Hey guys, it's LEGO Boys E3. This is my review of the Moyu Magnetic Skewb. So this is the newest Skewb from Moyu. It actually incorporates magnets instead of the traditional ball bearings to keep the sides in place. I got this one at thecubicle.us for $14. The cube measures in at the standard 57mm, just like most 3x3s, and it has the standard Moyu shades with nice sticker quality. Out of the box, I didn't notice any stock lube in it, and so I went ahead and lubricated it with Cubicle Weight 2 and Lubrical Silk in the pieces, not on the core at all. I also haven't tensioned it because the tensions were just perfect for me right out of the box. The turning of the cube is smooth, of course, with the clickiness of the magnets. Overall, the magnets give it a much lighter feel than the traditional ball bearings on the normal Moyu Skewb or a Chi Skewb. And in general, while you're turning, it just feels very light. And as you can see here, it also is very fast. It is controllable. I would call it controllably fast. And it's actually like this right out of the box, even without any lube. This cube's corner cutting is pretty average for a Skewb speed cube. As you can see here, it can do just over a half a piece forwards, and just a little bit reverse, not quite that much, just kind of a little bit like that. The cube is pretty stable, but it does lock up occasionally. Like I was just showing you there, it doesn't do a whole ton of reverse corner cutting, and so sometimes when I'm doing a sledgehammer, it can get a little bit locked up here. So I can't really turn it, and it just kind of gets stuck, but normally that's not too much of a problem. The cube can pop occasionally, even at the rather tight stock tensions. Normally it just does something like that, where the piece doesn't come quite out, just kind of does that. But occasionally a piece will come out, but it is better than other Skewbs like the Chi and the old Moyu one. The cube this actually reminds me most of is the Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx. It just kind of has a very light and slightly clicky but smooth feel to it. It actually is kind of similar to the Chi Skewb too if it's well lubed. However, the ball bearings of course do produce a different feeling, and it isn't quite as fast or light feeling as this cube. Taking a look at the mechanism here, you can see on this edge piece there are kind of two layers to it. There's this bottom layer right here, and this top layer right here. And so on the traditional normal Moyu Skewb, this bottom layer right here would be underneath the centerpieces. However, on this cube, they've actually basically switched those two layers around, and now this outer layer right here fits underneath the centerpieces. And so this was first introduced with the Chi Skewb right here, and this actually helps prevent popping. In addition to that switch that Chi originally came up with, you can see there's also a bit of a ledge right there on the corner piece, which is not existent on the Chi one, and that fits in that little slot on the centerpiece, along with this little extra edge on the edge piece. You can see just sticks up barely right there. And that, along with the edge on the corner piece, will go underneath that centerpiece right there and help prevent popping. And while we're talking about the mechanism, it's good to note a couple things about the centerpieces. First off, it does have a 3-part design, so that will allow stickerless Skewbs, unlike the original Moyu Skewb. And also the cap design makes it so it snaps on really, really tightly, unlike the Chi Skewb, so these caps will never fall off during a solve. I would definitely recommend this to anyone who wants to solve Skewb. It is the best Skewb, in my opinion. It's pretty much just like a Chi Skewb, but a little bit faster, a little bit nicer of a feeling because of the magnets, and I think it even pops a little bit less. At $14, at least on the Cubicle, it makes it $1 more expensive than the Chi, but in my opinion that is well worth it for this improved cube. So that is just about it for my review of this new Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx. It is definitely my main, it is definitely the best Skewb, at least in my opinion. So that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!